WETS.
Good day, Internet, and welcome to another episode of WETS. I'm Chris from Sex Star Wars Rock and Roll. It's a little colder today, and I'm wearing a jumper, so I thought great chance to do something a bit different again. So it's not a shirt this week; it's this Adidas Star Wars hoodie. If you remember the Adidas Star Wars shoes I reviewed quite a few videos ago now, this was part of the same range. I honestly can't remember if I got the shoes or this jumper first, but I was determined to get both of them. They're probably one of the few fashion purchases I've made that was actually planned to go with something else. Normally I just buy a shirt, like yeah, that'll work with whatever, or I buy shoes just for general use, but this was planned. The shoes were to go with the jumper. And so here's the jumper. There's quite a lot of detailing on it. First of all, on the left breast, you can see just below the Adidas symbol, it says Star Wars, which is just some nice branding. And one really cool little thing on the left sleeve is it has Stormtrooper helmet with Trooper written just below it. But what's awesome though is because it's a black jacket, the detailing is in white. So it's actually inverse colors of what the helmets actually are. If you look inside the hoodie, like you saw in that photo just before, you can see that the detailing there is actually the same as what's on the sole of the shoes I did. It's a nice sort of skull and crossbones-esque image with the Stormtrooper helmet and the two Stormtrooper blaster rifles crossed just below. And that alternates with a very similar image, still with the rifles, but just the Stormtrooper helmet replaced with the Adidas logo. There's some cool stuff on the back, but before I flip over to that, I just want to talk about the general styling. I think it's just a really cool jumper. It's made really well. It's mostly polyester with a little bit of cotton. Because it is mostly polyester, it's a little cool when you put it on initially, but once you've got body heat radiating through it, it keeps you very warm because it sort of traps that heat and warms up the jumper itself. But just the detailing is great. So you've got the white Adidas trefoil on the side, and it contrasts really well with the black of the jumper. And you've also got the white zipper and hip pockets. They're nice and white as well. So obviously black and white based around the Stormtrooper armor, but again just sort of reversed with the colors there, white detailing on black instead of the other way around. And one other cool little thing is on the end of these pull strings here. Now when I was doing my shoes, I was talking about these and I forgot what they were called. I just called them shoelace thingies from memory. They're actually called aglets. So I'll try and remember that from now on, but that's just a cool little word. And now you know what these are. So what is cool about these is they're actually metal. They've been dipped in some sort of, I don't know if that's aluminium or steel, probably aluminium. I don't think they're magnetic. But so first of all, that's great to keep them in good condition. The plastic ones often peel off and then the ends always start fraying anyway. But metal, that's not going to peel, and the lace has actually been fused inside it, so I can pull on that and it's not going to come out either. So not only is it a cool effect, but it actually works really well in making sure the laces stay in great condition. And while I'm on the laces of the pull string, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's actually two types of weave there. Pretty much one's more of a matte black thread and the other one's shiny, and the shiny one is a bit less, so you just get the detailing of that coming through every couple of stitches or so, which makes it look pretty awesome. But now we can flip over onto the back and you can see there's not a lot there, but all weight except for a massive Stormtrooper print. And that is probably the coolest thing about this jumper. And whereas the rest of the design works around using white detailing on black, they use the black for this to make the detailing of the Stormtrooper with white printed on top. And one thing I like about the design of it, it's not just the picture that's whacked in the middle of the jumper. It's sort of got a bit of perspective to it, and it's a little bit off to the side, so it just adds a bit of sort of, I guess, character to it. And actually, if you look at the helmet of the Stormtrooper, you can see the detailing's been slightly redesigned to have the Adidas trefoil piped across it. But what you'll also notice is where Stormtrooper might have a badge of rank that they often have on their breast armor, again it's got the Adidas logo, so that's just again really cool placement. They could have put that as a tag down the bottom separate from the image, and you know, it wouldn't look bad, but it stands out a lot more. But they've neatly incorporated that into the Stormtrooper graphic, and that just looks really awesome. I was just about to wrap up, but one thing I forgot, you can't see it in any of the photos at all. I don't know if this is going to work, probably not, but the internal hoodie graphic there's the same print on the inside of those hip pockets. So that's just really cool. It's always nice to have, you know, different prints on the linings of things. It's just the small detail that I can admire. But now that does bring me to the end of it. Overall, it's a great quality jumper. I certainly hope it's going to last a lot longer. It's by far my favourite jumper. So let's leave it there. Be back to t-shirts next week. I'll see you then.